channel finally with a video. I thought it was time. I saw a tag for TMI and I'm like, okay, I've already done a tag video, but I'll do another one, why not? Even though the questions, you know, some of them are like, I don't know if I want to answer that, but I figure why not? I will do it to the best of my ability, so I'm gonna go right into it so it's not like 20 minutes long. First question is, what are you wearing? I am wearing like this kind of crochet, it's got a little mock turtleneck crop shirt like that, and then I just have like sweat shorts on because it's really, really hot and I'm sweating a little bit, so I didn't want to wear like jeans or anything. Ever been in love? Yes, I have. I believe not necessarily being in love with somebody. I think you can love somebody, but being in love with somebody or falling in love, I think that's something that is at the beginning of a relationship. It's that euphoric kind of feeling, you know, happy-go-lucky, everything's great. But when you're talking about long haul, it's loving somebody, not being in love. That's just my personal opinion. Ever had a terrible breakup? No. How tall are you? I am 5'7". How much do you weigh? I knew this one was coming and I will go ahead and answer it, so it's fine. But I do fluctuate a lot because it depends on if I'm exercising a lot or not. My body responds really quickly to exercise, and so I can gain and lose really quickly. But usually, it's a big range, anywhere from like 120 to 130, to be honest. I know it's like 10 pounds, but it just honestly depends on that and water weight and stuff. Any tattoos? No, I do not have any tattoos. Any piercings? Yes, I have my ears pierced here, and then I used to have 3. I know my second one still has a hole in it. Oh, no, I had 4, that's right, 4. And then I have the cartilage pierced up here, and then I have my belly button pierced. OTP. I watched a lot of videos where people didn't know what this was, and I still don't know what it is, so sorry, I will have to pass this one. Favorite show? Number 1 is Supernatural. I know there's a lot of followers for that show, but I don't feel like it gets enough, I don't know, it doesn't get enough out there. I know a lot of people that don't watch it, and I know very few that do. Favorite bands? I don't really listen to bands per se, but if I had to choose one, and it's been this way for over 10 years now, and they're no longer together, is The Corrs. They're an Irish band of 1 brother and 3 sisters. And yes, they still are my favorite, even though they don't put out music anymore, but they do independently. Something you miss? I miss the cold weather sometimes. I did a lot this fall and winter for some reason. It's like kind of like the first time after living in California for almost 10 years that I have actually missed having colder weather. So yeah, I do miss that. Favorite song? It's kind of hard to say, I have a lot, but let's just say currently I've been listening to Happy by Pharrell Williams, and that's like my favorite song right now because it actually really makes me feel happy. Let's see, how old are you? I'm not gonna answer that question. That's really impolite to ask a woman her age. I'm not telling you. Zodiac sign, I am an Aquarius. Quality you look for in a partner. Being your best friend, being honest, and just being able to communicate. Communication is, as everybody knows, everything. So a proper communication and trust, which takes time. It's not something you can have right off the bat. Favorite quote, I looked this up really quick, and it's by Edgar Allan Poe, and it's I was never insane except upon occasions when my heart was touched. I just love that. Favorite actor? Hands down, Liam Neeson, like by far. And this is going to relate to also number 39 question is, do you have a crush? Yes, on Liam Neeson. So if you're watching, Liam, I like you. You're so badass. I'm just saying that, like, amazing actor. I mean, can you think of a movie he has not been in where he was amazing? And he's in a lot of movies. But yeah, like, hands down, Liam Neeson, favorite actor, crush. Favorite color, it's that color right behind me. It's like aquamarine or any types of blues, but particularly aquamarine. Loud music or soft? definitely loud. I play it in my car as loud as possible. I like a lot of bass, and I don't see a point in listening to music unless it is going to be loud, which is probably why I'm kind of going deaf. Where do you go when you're sad? I would say I go into a movie or a book or something. Like when you're sad, you just kind of want to escape. So, or you throw yourself into like cleaning or something, just something that's going to take your mind off what you're sad about. But yeah, that's where I go. How long does it take you to shower? It can take me 5 minutes. It could take me 10 minutes, somewhere around there. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? That depends on if I'm doing this whole thing with the extensions, although I have really gotten quick with those. But if I'm gonna do like the full-blown makeup and hair and stuff like that, an hour. If not, I can be ready in like 15-20 minutes. Ever been in a physical fight? No. Turn on. Somebody who's really brutally honest. Turn off. A liar. The reason you joined YouTube. Well, I originally wanted to do a blog and then I went into the YouTube, but it was really just because I love creating things and doing new things and trying new things. So once I started doing that and then I got into like the DIY videos and stuff like that, I discovered all these things that I used to like when I was younger, and it just made me feel really fulfilled. So pretty much just the creative side of it. Fears. I don't really have any fears other than, yeah, I really don't like spiders, pretty much. But as far as like fears in life, no, I don't have them. The last thing that made you cry. I don't know. I think I might have been watching a show or a movie. Sometimes it sneaks up on you, you don't expect it. But yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, I think it was like a show or a movie. Last time you said you loved somebody. Oh, just before when I told my cat I loved him. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Well, my actual URL is the Vibe Now Vlog, which I told everybody in a different video what that whole thing was about. I changed it. But my actual channel name is Aim to Create. And that actually came from my very first, and I still have this email and I still use it, is Aim to Dance, because I used to dance. And people call me Aim because I'm Amy, and so I came up with that as like my first ever email, Aim to Dance. And so when I was thinking of a new channel name, I thought of Aim to Create, because it kind of encompasses me, but also at the same time you're like aiming to create something. So that's what that's about. Last book you read. I didn't technically read them, but it was the Divergent series on audiobooks. And coolest thing ever, I'd never done an audiobook before, and I highly recommend it if you're a super busy person, because I could not wait to get in the car, because I did it all in the car, going to and from work, and I couldn't wait to like get back in and listen to it. And if you have the right people reading the book, it's like you're watching a movie in your head, which is really, really cool, but you don't have to like actually physically read it. So yeah, if you want to multitask, way to go. The book you are currently reading. Just got this on my iPad last night, and what prompted this book is the fact that I watched a trailer the other day, a movie trailer called Deliver Us from Evil. It's with Eric Bana, and it's about like exorcisms and all that sort of stuff, which fascinate me because I do believe in them. And anyway, so when I Googled the movie, it came up that this is actually a true story about this lieutenant in New York, in the Bronx, who helped perform like over 20 exorcisms, and it's called Beware the Night. It's based on the book, basically, Beware the Night. And it's a New York City cop investigates the supernatural. His name is Ralph Sarchi, and I'm already like 100 pages into it, and I just am thinking about like I want to go read that right now because it is enthralling. He just goes through all of his accounts and how he came to do this stuff. It's like his side job now, and I think it's really, really cool. So if you like those types of books or that type of like genre or whatever, I highly recommend it. Last show I watched, ooh, this is painful to say, but here comes Honey Boo Boo. I don't even like that show, but I ended up watching it. Last person I talked to was my cat. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. One of my good friends, Becky. Favorite food. I love, I was gonna say pho, but I know it's pho. It's Vietnamese soup. That's like my top favorite. I could have that every day, probably for even breakfast. And sushi, of course, which I like, but I don't really want to eat too much because of the whole Fukushima thing. And then Greek food would always be high on my list. Absolutely love anything Greek. Place you want to visit. Oh my gosh, I just added one to my bucket list the other day. Positano, Italy. And I have loved this. I didn't know where it was, but there was a movie back in the 90s called Only You with Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. And in it, they go to Italy, and the last part of the movie, they're in this gorgeous, right on the ocean, gorgeous village. It goes all the way up the mountainside with all these colored buildings. And I've never really wanted to go to Italy before, but that now is close to top one. My number one favorite place that I want to go is Ireland, hands down. Last place you were. I don't know what that means because I'm technically at home. So it would have been last night. I was at the bookstore. I was at Barnes & Noble's. Do you have a crush? Last time you kissed someone, I kissed my cat literally like 10 minutes ago. Last time you were insulted. It might have been, I can't remember, sorry. Favorite flavor of sweet? Coconut and chocolate. What instruments do you play? I think I told you guys this in my other video, I'm not sure, but I don't currently play any, but I took piano lessons, I took violin lessons, and then I taught myself to play the drums, I taught myself to play the guitar, and also the bodhrán, which is an Irish drum. I think that's it. Oh, I can play the recorder a little bit too, or the Irish tin whistle. Favorite piece of jewelry? That's gonna be my grandmother's ring that I'm currently kind of possessing for the moment. So it's not technically mine, but I'm just possessing it for right now, and it is a beautiful gold ring with the 3 stones of her 3 children's birthstones, basically, in it. She always wore that, so yeah, that's my favorite piece of jewelry. Last sport I played would have been volleyball. Last song you sang, it would have been Happy. Yeah, I was singing that yesterday a lot. Favorite chat up line? I don't really get that. Favorite chat up line? It makes me think of Joey from Friends and How You Doing? Have you ever used it? Not for real, like no, never for real. Last time I hung out with anybody was last night. Who should answer these questions next? Anybody and everybody. So I tag all of you out there in YouTube world. Go for it, have at it. I don't even know if anybody cares to watch mine, but it doesn't matter because it was fun answering them, and I hope you enjoyed it. So you know what to do. Leave a comment, whatever you want to know. Give me more suggestions for this channel, actually. I would love that. And I will see you guys in my next video, whenever that will be. I can't make any promises, but take care.